Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. Today I want to share, do not give up. Do not give up. How many times have we given up right before we accomplish something? You know, all things in life that is worthwhile requires patience, requires consistency, requires dedication, takes time, can test our patience, and may seem difficult, but the more difficult and the longer it takes and the more test our patience, the more rewarding it is when we finally get it. How many times do we give up on something and we look back on it and we're like, man, I wish that I would have done this, or I wish I would have done that, or I used to be real good at this and I wish I would have kept on doing that. Don't give up. Continue to keep on pushing forward and watch and see how your life changes. See, a lot of times when we struggle or we feel uncomfortable, we want to just be like, oh, that's it, I'm done. That's when we need to keep on pushing forward the hardest. That's when we need to say, I can do this. This is when we need to say that I will do this, that I'm not going to give up, that I'm not going to stop, that this obstacle may be difficult, but in it, going through that obstacle, you start building your character. You start developing your personality. You start figuring out who you're not. And even in the process of figuring out who you're not, you start figuring out who you are. See, these are the challenges that we have to go through. These are the experiences that we need to have. You know, if you go into school, finish what you start. If you go for a doctorate degree or a master's degree, finish what you start. If you start a business and it's a little hard at the beginning, continue pushing forward and finish what you start. If you're a high school football player and you're doing exceptionally well, don't get caught up on all the drugs and all the stuff, because that doesn't make you cool. Finish what you start and see what you can do with your career. Stop looking at the short picture and start looking at the big picture. Start looking at where you're going and not where you've been. Start looking, like anything that you start in your life, begin with the end in mind and see where that takes you. Don't give up.